Hello everybody, my name's Jade and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a readathon TBR. So I am super psyched up because not only am I going to be participating in my first ever readathon, but it's going to be a readathon based on reading graphic novels, comic books, and manga. And there's no other rules besides just read whatever you want. How cool is that? I have lots of things on my graphic novel TBR that I'm looking forward to reading, and even though I'm working that day for a significant portion of the day, I'm confident that I'll be able to get through all of the graphic novels on my TBR. It's being hosted by Elliot Brooks and That Bookie, so I'll be sure to leave the information for their announcement videos as well as their channels down in the description below. And for any of you who want to participate as well, it's going to be happening on May 28th, which is a Sunday. So yeah, so let's just get into my TBR then. So the first graphic novel on my TBR is from the Fables series, and it is volume 2 of the Fables series. These were the only two that were available at my local library, and I actually read the first one recently and I really enjoyed it. It's about a world where all of the people in our fairy tales and fables were forced to come to the human world because someone took over their own world, and it's actually what The Wolf Among Us, so that Telltale game is based off of this series. I'm just hoping it's not like gonna be too connected to The Wolf Among Us because I've watched Let's Plays for that, so hopefully it deviates a little bit and hopefully I still enjoy it anyway. But yeah, I really liked the first one. I love the art, and this is one of the shorter ones out of the bunch too, so let's hope it goes okay. After I finish Fables, I'm gonna try and tackle some of a 9 to 12 series that I'm currently reading, and I'm gonna try and tackle the Amulet series volumes 4, 5, and 6. Even though in my hand right now I have 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to be going to the library tomorrow to pick up the 6th one, and I'm reading the 3rd one currently, but for the sake of, I want to show you 3, I have the 3 of them here, and it's about a brother and sister who are forced into this world after their mother is kidnapped by one of the creatures in that world. And the sister finds out that she can use this magical amulet, and she is the protector of this universe that they've been dragged into. It's really fast-paced and a little bit too much for me, and I've said in previous videos that I don't like rushing things, but for a 9 to 12 series, it really would keep its readers on its toes. There's so much stuff happening, the characters are interesting, and unfortunately I'm not able to pick up the 7th volume at my library, which is the final one in the series, so I'm at least going to read 3 from the series, and hopefully it gets me hyped up to finish the 7th. So there's those. And then once I complete all of those, I'm going to move on to the first volume of the Runaways series. It's a Marvel series, and from what I understand, these are 6 teenagers whose parents are like master criminals, and they run this criminal organization, and they don't want to be a part of it. I've had this on my TBR for a while, but just for whatever reason, I just haven't been picking it up. I think it's more because when I read a lot of graphic novels, I go for more literary graphic novels or graphic novels that aren't included in Marvel. So hopefully the Runaways is a super good series, and I'm hoping that they're all really badass. So, well, yeah, it's from the Marvel universe. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. In addition to Amulet, I'm also going to be picking up another 9 to 12 graphic novel, but this one's going to be a standalone rather than a series, and it's going to be Deafo. I have heard so much about this book, and it looks so wonderful and charming. And it looks like something that I should have read ages ago and just haven't. And it is about a deaf girl who ends up getting superpowers. I think that's what it's about. So it just looks really wonderful. This is one of the ones that I'm really, really looking forward to because it's been on my TBR forever. Just a really long time. So the second last graphic novel on my TBR was actually added thanks to Rebecca at Rebecca's Grotto, because I saw it on her TBR video and I really got to know what this series is about because it has a really strange name and it's from the Marvel universe, and it's called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. The cover art is stunning. All I know is that it's about an inhuman preteen genius and a time-traveling dinosaur. And I'm assuming they get into hijinks and become friends. But it looks really fantastic. I absolutely had to add this to my list, and I would have been so disappointed in myself if I passed up on it. And the last graphic novel that's on my TBR for this readathon is I Hate Fairyland, the first volume. And this is one of those other ones that's been on my TBR for a while, but it's been on it for a while because I've had no access to it rather than one that's been more of a moody read. It's about a 6-year-old girl that's taken to a fairyland, but she's been there for 30 years. And now she's trying to get back home. It looks so gruesome, but it's so colorful and vibrant. I'm like, I need to know if this is as fantastic as I imagine it is. And I'm really hoping it goes along with my sense of humor, because I feel like it's going to be one of those graphic novels as well. So hopefully it meets up to my expectations. So that concludes my TBR for the comic book readathon. If you guys are participating at all, or if you like anything I'm reading, or have decided to add this to your own TBR now that you saw it on mine, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys and know who's participating so we can all do this together. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!